Potential of the strength of a friend. Potential is the a curve of a basketball. So let us say that this is a basketball, right? This is a basketball. When a basketball player hold it like this and is about to shoot it, right? Here's him. Here's his big head. And he's smiling like this, looking at his next shot that is about to make, having his feet on the floor. And then having his feet on the floor like this. And then the ball is going to the upside like this. And then here is the basket. And then here is the basket. So what happened? What happened is that this curve is a potential. So the potential zero is when the basketball player has the ball in his hand. A potential and the strength, right? The strength is when the ball is already released. So let me show you. At this level, the ball, when you release the ball is there a little bit near to his hand. And then when the ball comes in number two, it's almost a little bit far, but nearer to his hand. But at the third level, the ball is far from him. At the fourth level now, this is the one of the uppest point. But at the fifth point, yeah, the ball start going down. So at this level, the strength of the ball to keep going up is finished. So that's why the maximum height of the ball compared to the floor, the horizontal floor here. I mean, you see the height of the horizontal floor. So this height, the lastest point to the height, and then from the sixth level, the ball start going down. There's no way that the ball can go up again. There's no way that the ball can go back, can keep going up. So that's what really happened. So the highest strength of the potential is here when the player has the ball in hand. Let us say, for example, LBJ, LeBron James has the ball in hand. You know that you should not let LeBron James has the ball. Better another player that is weaker can have the ball, but not LeBron James. Because as soon as he has the ball in hand, and then his percentage of succeeding the shoot is so high. So the potential is when LeBron hold the ball. The potential is not when the price is already when the ball is already up like that. That's the strength. The strength of the ball keep going high, finish between 4 and 5. So that's the last changes for the ball to keep going high. And then when you know that when at number 6, you know that this ball is going down. And in NBA, if you are a taller defender and you want to stop the ball at level 6, it will come like a bucket. So like a point. So Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kobe Bryant, those great ball player who shoot very well have high potential when they hold the ball in their hand. That's why they are most dangerous. So they know the 0 point is the highest potential. That's where you must look for trade too. You must enter where there is the zero potential. Let me show you it on TradingView in a graphical chart so that you can picture it here. So here is what I was telling to you. When the basketball player has the ball in his hand, he has high potential. That's where he's the most dangerous. That's why many defenders want to block him or make him shoot the worst way by making half concern. But as soon as great ball player have the ball in hand, it's very difficult to stop them. So and then the next step is where he's about to release the ball. Then when he release the ball is also close to him, right? A little bit close to him. But After that, the ball is going up, going up, going up. The goal is that the ball go enter in the bucket. But when the ball is at its highest level, it cannot go upper than this one, upper than this high level. After that, there is a dunk. A dunk is when the ball is inside the bucket and then goes down. So that is a little bit the okay. How can we identify it in trading? Let's start with the cloud. The cloud in trading is is this between SSA and SSB, this green and red, that's what they call cloud. It's like the cloud of the rainfall, right? But green is signifying bias. So I have here the step. I have 6 steps from 0 to 6, right? So the shape, the first step is the shape of the cross. When you see the cross, that's the extreme high potential. The level of strength is so high as soon as you see the cross of the cloud for it to go up. So that's what the screenshot that I took here. Yeah, for example, you see the cloud is keep going up, right? It was the same thing here. At the cross between SSA and SSB. This is the cross here, the cross of those two lines. The red line cross above the blue line, the black line. So this is the cross here. So that's the highest strength. That's why you need to enter normally. And then there is a fusion. Fusion is very powerful too. Fusion is like this one. Oof, this one is such a fusion. It means that the future is just bullish. We could just go to the upside. I have another fusion here. This is another fusion. Fusion is a very high price strength. So you will realize that the difference in number of it between the two lines at the point here, at the exact point here, is 0. The fusion is like SSB is covering SSA, and then there is no such thing as, you can even see SSA. Let me take this fusion. If you zoom, it's like they are forming one point together. So the number of it between them is 0. That's why I put 0. So after that, you have the skinny. Then the next step, the level number 2. Those are also high strength. I have the skinny between the number of it between them is just like small, like this. This is the skinny that I'm talking about. It's almost like 30 pips. Between SSA and SSB, it's almost like 30 pips. When you see this skinny, you know that the strength of the trend still want to go up, right? Still want to go up 30 pips. So I'll put here 30 pips, something like that. Between these levels. And then the snakes now, the snakes, right? Serpent snakes is an angular inclination like this. I think I still have a snake here. Oh, oof, see this snake. This angular inclination now. First of all, the cloud is still close to each other like this. And then the angle compared to the horizontal, if I put the angle like this angle, you see the black line, the angle is 69. The inclination will show you that the ball is still going up. The ball are candles. The basketball is a candle. And you see the difference between the two. The 2 point is like 65. When it was here, it was like 50, 40 something, right? So let us put 55, like the difference between them. Now, after that, you will see that the Python is a big cloud that is keep going up. Let me tell you, snakes are where you see like angular point, like the front of the cloud here. This point must be like an angular, like an arrow. They are pointing to the upside like an arrow like that. This arrow is what I call snakes. You can be seeing big cloud with some arrow. It means that it's also a snake, right? Okay. And you can see also skinny cloud with an arrow. Let me show you. It's also a snake. It means that this trend is going to the upside. You see this small cloud with an arrow. Arrived here, we had arrow. Arrow is when it is not flat like this. It's when it is inclined to the upside by an angular like 60 degree. So you can have like 40. Sorry, 65. I mean, the Python, okay, let us talk. This one is the Python. That was a 55. Okay. The Python specific maximum 55 for the SNCs. Sometimes they say it's even 20 something. So the Python is when the cloud is already long and big. See, for example, this cloud started at the cross here, then it made a skinny, then it made some snakes here, and then it keep being long, being long, being long, being long. But Arabia, it kept being long, but larger, long and larger, long and larger. For example, here, that's almost 60, right? 60 in terms of difference in terms of number of pips. So that's a Python. That's when you know that the strength is already weak, right? The strength is already weak. The ball is about to go down. That's what I was telling you. So at number 5, you see a Kobe, the latest top point. If you see the Kobe, the latest top point is number 5 when you see the Kobe. The Kobe is literally this one at the peak, at the peak of the strength or the trend like this. How many pips? This one is more than 62 pips, right? So that's why you see that between number 4 and number 5, the ball is already high at its highest point. So you better exit your strength. You better exit your straight there, because if you enter at the bottom here, if you enter at the bottom here, you are already at the maximum number of money, 293 pips that you have been collecting. So all of this is very high. All of this is very high. So that is very interesting. Like 12 return on investment as a 12 as a return on investment number of, if you enter at this kind of. So arriving here, you know that you need to exit. So then the trend is finished. And when it's finished like this, you can have another. Let me give you another example of fat. Fat are big push ladder. Another fat is the fat data too. See how fat it is. Fat by how much? Oof, 180. Let me put this 180. Yeah, this fat 180 mass. Better know that you need to exit your position. And then after, when it becomes fatter like that, you need to withdraw your money, 180. And then after that, you know that there is a dunk. The ball must get inside the bucket, and there is a dunk. The dunk is the reversal, and then you can enter again. You enter again when let us say the bucket is the tenkan at the fattest point. You enter again, and then you will take all of this downtrend, because when you enter again, when it becomes foul like that, you need to reduce. Because you need to reduce, you can then sell, because this one is then a premium. That's the premium price, the VIP premium price. Seller like to sell at the highest price here, and then make this margin. That's why you sell here. That's the best place for you to sell. All right. That's why the candle was at the top here. That's why you sell, and then you make all of this as a reversal. That's how you enter in a reversal, right? You need to compute the number of between two. You also have it that's for SSB, right? That's for SSB. Let us also do it for Tenkan and Kijun. It's actually the same thing. You have the cross. For example, this cross was the right time to enter. If you have entered, see all you have eaten. And then you have the fusion. The fusion is between TK. See this fusion. Kijun is actually absorbing Tenkan. You don't even see Tenkan anymore. All right. This is what we call fusion. And then you have the high string. The highest, another high string is the skinny like a dog who did not eat for 3 weeks, year, for example. After the course, you see the skinny, the cloud is going up, the ticket is going up, the candle are going up, but the space between them is almost nothing. Like this, like maximum 20. Like skinny is maximum 20. That's a 1 hour time frame. First of all, I do it in a 1 hour time frame. So the number of people that I'm putting here will be different from 15 minutes and 5 minutes. I will give you the procedure below. Then after that, you have snakes. Snakes is when You have angular TK going to the downside. You have it now here. I hope you still have it. Okay, this is snake. This is what we call snakes. You see how it is like arrow pointing to the upside, like SpaceX rockets going to the moon, going to find some UFO or something. And other beings there. That's why you go and find your other money there above. This is it. This is a snake, right? You also have the snake in front. So Python, large and long. Okay, Python is when the clouds start the difference start being the price start being weak. Like there is no more room to buy anymore here, for example, and the scale is 50, 40K. You have 50, for example, right? And then it finishes almost here, right? Between Tenkan and Kijun is almost 60, right? And then that's where it finish. The number of people, that's where it become fat, the TK become fat. And then when you become fat, where do you know that you can take the reversal? When the ball, if, for example, we say that the bucket is taken like this, when the candle break inside taken like this, it's like this dunker, this is the candle, the ball, and then tenkan is this, how do they call it in English? On dit le panier en français, and here it is the bucket, right? When you have a hard dunk, it close inside, and then you take your cell, you sell here, and then you take, for this one is a small, all the reversal are not long. This one is a small, there's a way to see if the reversal will be long or short. But this reversal, for example, if this one is a bucket, and this candle is the the candle that close below, Tenkan, and then you go have just sell here, because Tenkan was already at the fattest level. And then you take all of this. This is a hard dunk, a LeBron James dunk on your head. Bam. Your dunk on the head of the market. Bam. You take all of this. This is where you take your reversal, right? That's why I said enter again here, enter again. So this is how you identify the trend, the step of the trend. Those are the steps of the trend. The trend starts with powerful, then you finish with weak trend, right? You need to know that. So when you enter as a trader, you enter here when you need to think like a basketball player. When you see a course or an efficient, this is a course, this is where you need to enter. Here, for example, you see a course between chicken. What is a course here? This is where you could have entered at this level. A buy. You will see a course here. And then you let it go. At this candle. This is a course. This is where the course happened at this candle. Then you let it go. And then when you let it go like that, you let it go, you hold. In the fusion, you hold. You hold it. Don't be. If you enter, you hold. You hold till while you are holding inside the snake. So be aware that you need to keep holding. A skinny cloud means that you enter already at the fusion here. It's the same thing for TK. You hold even when you see snakes, you hold the position when you see Python. But when you start seeing Kobe, like that dunk, that's where you can exit. So let us say, for example, you enter here, right? When you see this, you go have hold till you see a dunk where Tenkan, the candle close below Tenkan like this. Then you exit, right? Same thing here. You go have enter here at this buy, somewhere in this candle. This was an economic news. We right to hold it, enter it. And then arrive here where the candle closes. This is the first candle close. Sometimes it can close one time below Tenkan. Then it makes as if it goes also, it keep going up. You say, Aqua, let it go. Then that one time is very dangerous. It's like LeBron James is shooting the ball. The ball is hitting the bucket. It's hitting left, right. It makes as if it is going, it is entering like a point. But then it exits again. The ball is hitting left, right, then it's exit again, then it enter the second time. So don't be foolish. That's how the market works too. Also work like a basketball. And then that's where you can start exiting. So this is how you enter, you hold. You know that when you see a fat cloud like that, it's a time for you to exit. But when you see a course like this or a fusion, course and fusion are almost the same. It's just that sometimes course happen, sometimes fusion happen. So you enter here on a same year because this one is a fusion, right? It's not a course, it's a fusion, right? And then you let your trade you hold. Now, don't be afraid of candle movement. Hold, just hold, my boy. Hold, boy. Hold it down here. Hold it down here. And then you can exit. You could have this candle because this look like a Kobe. You could have exit here if you want. If you said, okay, let me just wait for the first bounce, and then let me exit at the second one. You could have exit at the second one a little bit here. I mean, this one is where you have a dunk. It's not because the candle is going up. This one is a bucket. Tenkan is a bucket. When the candle crosses it, it's like a dunk. Tenkan is a bucket here. When this green candle crosses, it's like a dunk. It's not because I made it in a because this one was a sell. I hope you can trick your brain and understand what I mean. You can be a seller and a buyer at the same time. So that's a little bit what you need to know. What I need to understand. You have now reason to enter, reason to hold the trade, reason to withdraw your money, and reason to enter again. And then you can when you see this dunk, you say, okay, this is a great dunk. So I will dunk with the market. You could have entered also at the back here. The buy. Yes, it will make as if to go down again here, but there are things that you can see to keep holding. This is basically how to identify the potential. This is how to identify the potential. So basically, that's it. So let me give you the procedure. The procedure is duplicate this worksheet here. You go on file here, duplicate it, or I'll make it duplicatable when I'll send you the link after. And then do it on 1 hour. Like identify the 6 steps, 0 to 6 for SSB, and then for Tenkan and Kijun. Like you see that I did for the cloud, SSB and SSA, and Tenkan and Kijun. I did the 0 to 6 steps. And you did identify each stage. You take screenshot, you put inside this document because you duplicated it. Each stage, like me, and you circle a stage like me, exactly, do exactly like me. And you complete it. You do it for 1 hour. Let me tell you something. 1 hour is different than 15 minutes. Then you do it for 15 minutes. Then when you finish 1 hour, you do it for 15 minutes. You will realize that the fat Kobe brand of 15 minutes is, let me take a fat Kobe brand. 15 minutes, let me take this one for example. This one. The difference between Kijun and Tenkan is 22 pips. But when we did for the fat year, for in 1 hour, it was 60 pips. So you see, the number of pips is very different. This one is 22 pips. When you go on 5 minutes, do it also on 5 minutes, you will see that the difference on number of pips are very different. They are very different. It go lower and lower. You see, this one is 17 pips. So when the ticket become fat, Tenkan and Kijun become fat, the scale of pip in 1 hour is 60 pips. The scale of pip is 22 pips in 15 minutes, 15 pips in 5 minutes, like 17 pips. And in 1 minute, you realize that it's even lower than 15 pips. So that's for you to know if you are targeting a certain number of pips. Let us take this one. Let me take this. Let me take this one. This one is hard. This is 6 pips. So you see that you write the number of pips here, the number of pips between the two lines. Do also for the cloud, and then when you do for 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, then you hand drawing this table. You take a piece of paper, a pen, or a pencil. you take it, you draw a cross like I'm doing like this. Like this, you do a cross like this. This one, we call it a cross. That's the potential 0. That's the best way to enter. The candle will be here above, right? That's what you need to do. And then you draw a fusion like this. And then you draw a skinny cloud going up, TK. Then you draw snakes. I'll show you snakes, right? Then you draw Python. Then you can draw in boxes like this, right? You draw in boxes like this. You can draw in boxes like this. And then you draw the fat, and then you draw the dunk for reversal, right? Then when you finish, you need to fill this table and then send me screenshot. If you don't want to fill inside Google Sheet, just take screenshot one on one. You do it on your phone and then send me the VI group, circling it in your phone like this. And call it cross, then call this one fusion, one on one. Do it also for TK. And then take a screenshot of your paper, send me the VIP group. Then send it. Other students will validate you, and then you validate other students, and then validate only what the other student did for good. Don't judge, don't criticize me. One only positive vibe. Even if you want to say something to help him be a better analyst, say something that is in a positive, very positive way. Only positive vibe in the group is recommended. So I'm done for this video. Let us see for the next one.